Welcome back. We're getting right back into it with Shoujo versus Shovda. I continue to be Mini Matt, and with me continues to be Zork.
Still here.
Both of these players are getting ready to enter what seems to be a very low clear rate level. Here are the current stats. Still pretty early into the event. You might even say this is the first day, huh?
Seems that way. Yeah.
Blue Chocobo, Little Curbs, IPK. All doing super good already. There's not a lot to say about the stats yet, right? It's one day.
Yeah, not a huge sample size here just yet, so but let's dig into it. Let's read super far into it and just assume blue is gonna win the whole thing. Oh, 3% clear rate to start this off should be a little bit more fun than those 14%ers we were seeing with the Curbs versus Mini Matt.
You mean Curbs versus Mighty Mouse?
That's the one. You're Mini Matt.
So, a little off topic, but since we have time, I was at Frosty Faustings this weekend, and in my pool was a player named Mini Ma with 2 W's.
We had doppelganger.
Yeah, it was the tournament organizer had a bad time for that pool.
Like you guys drew it up, like let's just ruin this guy's day.
We tried to set it. We tried to navigate the bracket so we could have the mini match, but it unfortunately did not pay off. We ended up on opposite sides of the bracket, and it was not meant to be.
Well, I'm excited to see how we're going to be skipping here, as always. Excited to see exactly how these new runners are going to go through this new format. It's always fun the first couple days.
For sure. Oh, yeah, Doomsday, like, if Mighty Mouse lost, so I had to make sure everyone knew that wasn't me, but if Mighty Mouse had won, definitely would not have corrected Sword. It was like, yeah, Mini Matt, godlike player. Yeah. Easy every time. I didn't have to play, and I won 3-0. Crazy.
Yeah. You were talking the whole time. It's crazy.
I'm commentating my own match. Yo, check out this sick 1 pixel spin jump I'm about to do.
Oh, P-switch jumps are hard? Check this out.
Yo, 7 frames. Watch this.
And humble the boot.
All right, we've got the chat countdown. I'm not gonna bait myself this time.
Excited for some new runners too. We got Shoujo and Shovda here. Haven't seen too much from them. But I did watch a 2-minute filler video from our good buddy Alt Insider earlier today. So, and here we go.
Right into it. No idea what this level's called.
Oh, looks pretty... Oh, I was going to say pretty normal, but we got a nice little wiggler trapped in there.
Both Shoujo and Shovda. Ooh, she gets caught by the piranha plant.
Shoujo just cruising through this.
She grabs the mushroom. Grabs the P-switch. Looking good. Oh, Shovda taking another death.
Not happy with herself there, but she's going to get into this.
That was the beginning. Shaking off those tournament jitters.
Yeah. These pseudo auto scrolls with the snakes are just always like... That was definitely a go-to skip last season because you're on the snake's time and not your own. So it'll be interesting to see how these goes, but it does look like these indicators are pretty fair. Opposite damage boost over that.
Spends the P-switch.
Oh, watch out for the Galoombas, and you're in.
Oh, God. Everyone's favorite.
Blowy Joeys.
Not too bad this time. They do what they're supposed to, which is all anyone can ask, right?
No, I could ask for more. I could ask for them to be deleted from the game.
Oh, you know. That's all anyone could ask for and expect reasonably to happen. Let's rephrase.
Fair enough. These indicators are pretty fair here, so ooh.
Uh-oh. Things fall apart. She makes it.
Looks like Shovda does opt to skip that.
Depending on how quickly... Oh, wow.
And Shoujo decides to skip it. So pretty close skip timers. We'll see how much the 15-second Shovda got there really factors in later in the race.
C2, huh? I wonder what this level has in store. So, Shovda decides to go straight down the pipe. Good call. Shoujo deciding to start over instead of running to the left. Smart. Save some frames.
Galaxy Brain. Now, where do you go? Is the question. Looks like you might have to find a P-switch to unlock that pipe up top.
I mean, we're in the ocean. Could be
Yeah,
anywhere.
we're swimming around. We're having a good time. Plenty of fish in this sea. But I'm bummed.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I'll quit.
No, I didn't say that. Alright, so she makes it to the key door. Going to gain a P switch. That's what you were talking about earlier. We have the P. P has been gained. The question is, what are we doing with it?
There was a pipe up top that had the new key blocks surrounding it. Right there. So it looks like this is the way out.
Yep, there we go. Straight to the end, too.
And they're almost exactly that skip time behind, so Shoujo will catch up because she does see how this is gonna end here. But Shovda with the early lead.
I'm
Feeling
assuming
herself
both
a little bit
players.
more.
Yeah, if both players play mostly the same, that early skip could just be everything.
Speaking of skips, this one might be on the docket. We got an okay from Shovda. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, when you die that fast, you might as well give it another run, right?
But you did see a Koopa car and didn't skip it, so... Oof. Made by an 8-year-old. I just saw the description. At least they were honest. Melvin K. Part 1.
Yo, Melvin K, let's go! Melvin
Where's
K is my
part
favorite
2?
level creator.
Yeah. There's Panga, and then there's Melvin K.
Yeah, exactly. Shigeru Miyamoto, Hideki Kamiya, Melvin K, the greats of our time. Oh
Pretty-
no!
Oh, with the troll clear pipe and the... This is definitely...
Second skip. A
Oh,
lot less funny this time.
Yeah.
That was a very cruel thwomp.
I know we normally say this is Jimmy's first level, but I think this might be Melvin's first level.
I think this is Melvin's 8th level. One a year. This is growing up time. Does not get caught by the meanest thwomp I ever did see. So it looks like she's gonna take a little bit more time on this level. Meanwhile, Shovda is navigating a hellscape in the sky. Uh-oh. Shoujo takes a death. Will she remain here, or will she also take that skip?
Thinking about it.
There it
you
is.
go.
2 skips on each side. Meanwhile, Shovda, again, ahead because they've been skipping earlier.
Yeah, this is just going to come down to skip timing. And like you were saying in our previous set of 3, those the first 2 skips were used very aggressively. So now we'll see how long they hang on to the third one.
Yeah, they'll probably be sitting on that for a very long time.
Oh, I didn't even realize that troll with the end level indicator there.
Oh my god, I thought Shovda beat this level because I saw that out of the corner of my eye and I thought it was over. Oh my god, I got tricked. Nobody tell chat.
I didn't even notice the tight timer. Luckily, there is that checkpoint, which kind of negates it, but
You wanna know how tricked I got? I got so tricked that I was actually about to start typing and ask Milo why they didn't update the clear counter. I'm like, yo, Shovda just cleared that other level in the sky. Like, answer no. It turns out that did not happen.
The issue is here that you can't start over. I think Shoujo did use a start over and missed that checkpoint that she previously got. I think it's going to be pretty important for this timer because it was tight. Shovda did time out, so it'll be probably worthwhile from starting from that checkpoint.
Uh-oh. She doesn't look super happy, but I don't think a skip is going to come out here. That last precious skip is just too valuable.
No, even if you get note blocked right into some spikes, I think you still got to give it another try.
I believe we ran this a couple of times preseason, and there were 5 skips.
It was 5 skips, but it was also 20 minutes, so...
yeah, so it's just everything's cut down a little.
Yeah.
But it is worth mentioning that the time was only reduced by 1/4, but skips were reduced by 2/5. So there are statistically much less skips.
Shovda throws her hands up. Not quite
is this
sure
a real
what that level was.
Is this a real end? Am I getting tricked again?
No. Yeah, got the course clear. The clear counter updated. Okay. We're all good.
Listen, my brain is about the size of a golf ball and as smooth as you could ever think. So
hey man,
I gotta be
sure.
Some
fractions. So I thought you were a genius.
It's all right. This is a smooth brain commentary here live on twitch.tv/speedrun. Speaking of speedrun, Shovda currently trying to speedrun this Link level, but having some trouble hitting that on switch.
It's kind of cool. It's mirrored after, pretty roughly mirrored after a Breath of the Wild shrine, minor test of strength. But I'm loving what people are coming up with Link tech.
Agreed. And Shovda, she just did something really smart that I want to mention before it gets away from me. She recognized she was having trouble making this shot, and so took a second to run into the water and just see if maybe she could get past it without having to do the shot before going back to it. And that's like a very small sort of optimization.
Ooh. That is a 3rd skip from Shovda. That is pretty early. I guess 5 minutes in. Or 5 minutes left, so aggressive skipping from her.
That could be really bad, because that is theoretically... Like, I respect the skip. It was definitely a, I'm not getting this and I can't waste time here skip. But that also looked like a stage that, if you could hit that shot, wasn't too mechanically taxing. Meaning that if Shoujo can get there, they might be able to take that extra stage and still have a skip in the barrel. So she'll be sitting pretty, assuming she can get through this bizarre speedrun anytime soon.
Yeah, luckily she skipped right into a speedrun. So looks like it's going pretty easy, and if Shoujo can get past these... Oh, the note blocks! Her nemesis!
Shoujo spent a lot of time on this stage.
Yeah, I think she might be getting caught up on the fact that she's only got one skip left, but it might be time to start using it here.
Yeah, when you put this much time into it, it's like... It's statistically unlikely you're going to run into a level where you save any more time by skipping it than you already would at this point. Like, whether the level is harder or not.
Yeah, and she has a Link tech level, which she might be great at. I've honestly never seen her play any Link levels. And then a 20-second speed run that Shovda just cruised right through. So, nice thing about commentators is you can see what comes next, but she might want to start thinking about... I'd say if she dies to these note blocks again right here, that she's got to call it. Oh, heard me talking.
All right.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Has the troll. Okay, perfect. Shoujo back in it. Meanwhile, Shovda takes a death. It looks like scores maybe evened up if Shoujo is a Link champion.
We're gonna find out right now. If she hits this tech right off the bat, then this is right back into it. Shovda with a bummer death in the water.
Is it Shovda or Shovda? Please expose me, chat.
Could not tell. Looks like this shot is just... Ooh.
Shovda.
Almost got it.
We were both... Neither of us could have been more wrong. Incredible.
Oh, looks like Shoujo might have the angle on this thing, though. Oh, there you go.
She's got it, and this could be very big, depending on how long this level is.
This is just like a one-roomer here. That could be... We do have some bomb excavation. But I have seen on these link levels that most of the time, if you're seeing a Triforce, you're pretty near the end of the level.
Decides to just use the bomb, unveils the flag. That was so smart. See, we're talking about how small our brains are. Her brain is so big, you cannot even see it pictured on camera.
Yeah, that's why she's got the black background. She just paints that thing, you can't even see it. But that is great catching up there. Like we said, it's just knowing that link tech, and then now that she's got the skip advantage, she's just got this easy 20-second speed run that really only has kind of one little Monty Mole bounce that's tricky, but other than that, it's pretty run-of-the-mill speed run, so might see a lead swap here.
Yeah, she has no idea how good for her clearing that link stage is. This is exciting. We've got a race now. This could easily go either way.
1 minute, with 2 minutes left. Here we go. There's that Monty Mole trick I was talking about. Pretty easy.
It makes the, Okay, it looks like the rest of this level is just pretty smooth sailing.
There it is. There's that lead swap.
Shoujo's ahead.
So it comes down to skipping. We were talking about her staying on that level for too long and she passed it, and then that's how quick this can turn around. Love this new format.
Shovda could potentially take the flag here and even it out. But they cannot skip. They've used all of them. Shoujo can. Shoujo could see that this level is just really dumb and garbage and decide to skip it and maybe fall face first into a 10-second speedrun, and that would just clinch it. Having that extra skip could be everything. With 1 minute on the clock... Oh! Shovda gets to the end! That's huge! That's critical.
50 seconds left. What a clutch flag.
Yeah, this 45 seconds could change everything, depending on what the next level is. Hard IQ game. What is the world record? 45-second world record. Okay, not possible. It is not possible for Shovda to get a flag here, which means Shoujo, if they can clear the level in this next 20 seconds, they win. If not, we're going to move on to overtime. Not possible? Yeah, not possible. They're not going to beat the world record by 15 seconds on the first try.
Lower it by like a quarter.
If she did that, I would be opening up my PayPal account right now and sending her $50 as an apology. But lucky for me, it didn't happen, so I just saved myself $50. Take that. We're moving on to overtime.
And this overtime format, if you guys aren't aware, is they go to the next level that both players haven't played, and they play it until somebody beats it. So no timer, no nothing, no skips, just run headfirst into a level and see what happens. And boy, in qualifiers, did we get some doozies that if there were skips available to them, I'm sure they would have taken them.
Well, actually, Shoujo still had a skip left, but it just didn't end up mattering because they got to that weird sort of there's a minute left. Will skipping really benefit me more than trying to finish this level I've spent 20 seconds on? Like, it was tough decision making for sure. So we're going past hard IQ game, right? We're not big brain in this.
Yes, because I believe that Shovda went into the level.
Yeah, I think... Well, I mean, Milo knows, and that's all that matters. So
yeah. That's why we keep him around. I'm kidding, Milo, don't fire me.
Firezor can hire me twice. Here's what I'll do. Here's the plan. I'll pre-record half my commentary and just have it be super vague stuff, like getting excited about stuff. And if it's timed right, I'll just roll with it. And if it's timed wrong, they'll be like, whoa, why are you getting so excited? Nothing just happened. See? Easy. I have just, in fact, saved every single professional streamer the salary of their co-commentator.
Just a whopping $0.
Hey. So yeah, we're moving on to Luigi's Adventure 6-1. Alright, this has nothing to do with competitive Mario Maker, but I really love that people who are just getting interested in game design or making levels or whatever can make their own fan game in Mario Maker. It's so cool to me. They're like, imagine being 10 years old and just being able to make your own professional quality Mario game. Like, the level design might not be professional quality, but it looks like the games you're playing. It plays like the games you're playing. You get to feel like you made your own Mario game at 10 years old. How amazing is that?
And that is the beauty of Mario Maker. It's truly why I love it for a serious moment. Almost sync deaths there, so we're kind of back on a even playing field. This one looks very, very much like hold right and run with some of these, I don't know, the Hammer
Fire
Brothers
Bro
cousins?
RNGs.
I don't know, yeah.
At least the hammers, at least the fireballs do not have the miserable arc of the hammers, and Shoujo takes it! Just barely. Seconds in the lead. She
What a
takes the
match.
first
That was
game.
fun.
That was sick. That was a great race. Could easily go either way in the next two matches as well.
Oh, I'm excited for the next two. These are going to be lots of fun. Checking who else cleared it.
And it looks like they can see that Shovda cleared it seconds after she did, which
And Shovda
you see her exhale just like, ooh!
And Shovda did clear it and saw that Shoujo had the world record. So.
Yeah. Both players checked and saw, oh, that was really close, huh? P167 retro platform.
Lots of plays. I love these playthroughs because essentially what they do is they go into expert and just kind of back out and like it if it's less than 130. But you see some of these have been played 9 times, 7 times, and then a couple in the thousands. So it's always kind of interesting on which level creators we get. I know we run into some famous ones every once in a while, so it's always fun. And starting off with a speed run this time.
Short and sweet, 8% clear rate. 22nd world record.
Looks like some on-off switches just to make it perfect. And a clear condition.
All 25 coins, uh-oh.
Ooh, this one looks trickier than expected. This is...
Sorry, I know commentary stopped for a second. I was just watching the level. I'm entranced.
Yeah, every once in a while. I mean, we're
run.
seeing these levels for the first time too, and we are. Sometimes you're just left speechless just by
this level
how
is
much is going
sick.
on.
This level's cool. I really like it.
Every once in a while, I'm trying to write down level codes too because I want to go play these after. Looks like these Potaboos are really just lined up so that you have to nail this jump. But like previously mentioned, these 20-second speedruns are like catnip. They just lock onto, all these speedrunners lock onto these 20-second speedruns, and they're not gonna let go. Except as I say that, we get a skip.
Commentator's curse, right?
I'm just gonna,
Shoujo
I'm
takes
just gonna
the
be
skip.
quiet for the next 13 minutes. How about that? Like we're into more on-off blocks over there for Shoujo.
The end of that wall of kanji said speedrun. Yeah, 50-second timer. So, JP speedrun level. Always exciting. And Shovda takes that first speedrun, and that's going to matter a lot, because it was a quick level near the beginning of the set without a skip used.
Yeah, it really only took her minute 45 to get there, so pretty quick clear. And this is kind of the opposite side of the the aggressive skips that we've been talking about is that sometimes it can burn you a little bit. But
we'll see if that
Shoujo does have a little bit more information on this level already, which could prove to be very, very important.
Definitely. If it takes them roughly the same amount of time to figure out the level, just having those attempts earlier are a huge deal.
It looks like there's some... I mean, this poison never makes levels easier, but it does look like you're going to have to hit every on-off switch here, and there's none of those pesky troll on-off switches.
This sort of sequence with the on-offs there, it's interesting in a race, because in any other format, who would ever care? But it actually takes a non-trivial amount of time per attempt. And it adds up. Like, that one sequence... it might take 4 to 5 seconds per attempt, which is super meaningful.
Yeah, Springy is saying forced waiting, so yeah, it does factor in quite a bit. It's almost kind of like the the snake blocks and everything that we were previously talking about. Is just any level, be it auto scroll or snake blocks or these forced waiting, is just brutal in these in this format because you just have to wait.
I timed it there. It was in fact 6 seconds on the competition timer, meaning that if you retry this level just 5 times, that's 30 seconds off your clock from a segment that had no difficulty and no challenge, but just 8 time. And meanwhile, Shoujo takes the level, and Shovda skips, so now they're even again. 1 skip each, starting on the cave 2 at roughly the same time. It took a weird way to get there, but we are very almost sync. This is like a toilet, basically. Not quite a sink, but it's getting there.
Like, where's he going with this?
I wasn't talking about the jump at the very end. I was more talking about that one segment in the middle where they just had to turn off and on the walls. Like, that segment, not super difficult, but takes 6 seconds every time they do it. And that adds up over a period of time.
Oh, and Shoujo gets thwomped. Never fun to run into those guys, especially when they're stacked like that and you can't quite tell which direction those guys are going to run until it's too late. And Shovda is coming to the exact same spot. Shovda? Shovda. Gets through
Chat
no
says
problem.
Shovda. I believe chat. We've got a checkpoint. On both sides.
It's actually a pretty standard expert level here, and we just gotta explore just a little bit.
Shoujo takes a death.
And Shovda's got the flagpole. There we go, opening up that lead. Let's see if she can capitalize on this.
Shoujo is performing a maneuver.
Oh, Shoujo
She lives.
The ground pound cancel. Oh
no! That was so good for 30 seconds, but then on second 31, everything fell apart.
Definitely worth the flex, though.
It didn't pan out, but you just, cut out that last 2 seconds. Highlight reel, for sure.
We'll edit that one down.
Yeah, the part that mattered was super sick.
Ooh, just keeps getting squished.
Oh, we've got a not so angry son on Shovda's level.
There you go. Shoujo now is just ducking here, which I think is essentially the last thing she needs to do.
The morose son.
Yeah, the bummed out son. And we're back to tie.
You know what I want to see? I want to see in a patch, they don't actually change the art for it, but just like 2 MS Paint angry line eyebrows just slapped on top of it. Just real bad, real lame.
Yeah. We need to get the modding community. There you go. Oh, use those iframes to get past it. Yeah, Shovda is all about the damage boost here. See, this is the type of information that you have by getting to the level a little bit earlier, where she knows that she's not going to take any time to actually try to get through that. She's just going to use those iframes to get through.
Yeah, she knows that there's a mushroom coming up. All right, some sparkles came out of that pipe.
Normally a good thing.
Oh, and it looks like Shoujo may have dropped a skip. Yeah, so 2 skips on Shoujo's side, 1 on Shovda. Oh my god, Shovda just got Hammer Bro RNG'd.
Oh.
Feels bad. Got sniped off the top of the screen.
She saw what she did to the Fire Brother earlier. The Hammer Bro's revenge. Ooh, might have gone a little too quick there, Shoujo, but she's got the right idea. I think she's going to stick with this one, as she's kind of seeing all the tricks it can throw at you.
Yeah,
Like
it doesn't
previously
seem...
mentioned, these snake blocks are always just such a time suck. There's no real great way to go about it.
And don't worry, we've talked about the skips internally. A lot of people are pushing for it. We'll get something figured out in the near future.
Oh, that was a weird area, that block that Shoujo landed on. Looks like it booted her out to the left, but she did grab that checkpoint, so. The Picador? Oh, I think it just worked out. We got some P-switch jumps. Oh.
You know what I would... You know what I'd like to see? And this also answers a question nobody asked of why doesn't Matt ever get to choose any levels? I would like to see a playlist that is nothing but pick-up pipes. Just like 20 pick-up pipes in a row. Test the player's luck.
Yeah, nobody asked that question for a reason, man. Shoujo does take the lead with that lava level, and it looks like she's coming up on a 40-second speed run. Shovda is kind of locked into this, and she sees the flag and she grabs it. Oh, and we're tied back
3-3
up.
with 5 minutes left. This is crazy.
Shovda is going to go into that lava level that Shoujo just went through. So we'll see how she handles that.
Shoujo missed a single jump, but this is an expert level, so she shouldn't be in too much trouble.
We'll
if this
see
was
how tight
super
this
expert,
timer is.
yeah, if it was super expert, that would be the whole ball game, right? But oh, I don't know, 6 seconds.
It might be tight if it's right through this door.
Drop on top of. Oh god, she makes it.
Got it.
2 seconds on the clock, and with that, she will pull ahead 4-3
with 5 minutes left there. And unfortunately, Shovda's stuck on this snake level. But keep in mind, she does have 2 skips left with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. So she's got to start using those. There's got to be better levels ahead of her. Got a clear condition of grab at least 50 coins.
She hit a checkpoint, so probably going to give it another couple of attempts at the very least.
I think she's about through the tricky bits.
Oh, misses a P jump, but it's right after a
P.
checkpoint. We're probably not going to see a skip, especially in a situation like this.
She got to that checkpoint pretty quick, quicker than Shoujo. So she could make up some time here. Especially since there seems to be some strange catsuit tech going on Shoujo's side.
Yeah, and Shoujo down to 1 skip. Not using it. Gonna give this level another attempt, probably. Meanwhile, Shovda does hit that P-switch jump.
Oh! She sees the top of the flagpole. She's gonna get right back in there. Oh, get rid of those.
Star achieved.
Doesn't even hit the on switch anymore. She's got it.
Shoujo got the key and is moving on to the part of the level where it's... Oh, I got tricked. I thought the coins were next. Instead, boom, boom. Waiting for you.
She? Oh, no. She might have soft-locked herself? Yeah.
She didn't look at the clear condition.
I think you got to beat that boom boom and go under and get the burst key door.
Oh, no, wait, you're right. Sorry. I didn't notice there was another path. My bad, my bad.
Shovda overshoots it. No. This is a close one with 3 minutes left. Still anyone's game. Yeah, cleared it. Let's go. We're tied back up.
And I do remember there being a 20-second or so, not 20-second, but a short speedrun level that only took Shoujo a couple attempts. So Shovda might actually be close to ahead. I know that sounds weird.
Shoujo is going to clear this one right here through this door.
Yeah, which is a very, very good, because if Shovda takes the speedrun,
it's going to be
at the very least it'll be a tie.
Yeah.
But there is also a non-zero chance, and it looks like a Shoujo used their last skip. She wants to take this extra flag with 2 minutes left. I respect that. You're at the point where pushing that one extra flag really matters, and unbeknownst to her, it especially matters right now. This is the exact situation where that call was absolutely the right choice to make.
And it looks like Shovda is gonna... I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna curse her.
With one more second.
There we go. Okay.
Yo, they finished that level 50% faster than Shoujo.
Yeah. Who's got the world record now? Hey, there it is.
Uh-oh.
We got a minute 10, all tied up. Might be seeing another.
Wait, was that
an extra skip?
Was that a fourth skip?
I believe it was. Might take away a clear.
I may have miscounted.
We will see what Milo has to say about that. Looks like it's just a pipe pick here. Oh, you got your pick-a-pipe wish with all those doors up there, Matt.
Finally! I've been waiting so long.
Someone finally listening. And another clear to maybe win it?
Yeah, if she had 3 skips, if she had used 2 skips, she wins. If she had used 3, then it's overtime. So I think we actually need to move back and check. Well, it doesn't take too long because the VODs are instant, right? I don't know. It's up to Milo.
Looks like we don't know how to count.
I would love to be wrong. Only 3? All right.
All right, we're gonna call it.
I'm just gonna assume I was wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna call it Shoujo's win for now, but we will be checking that after this match. But
so congratulations to Shoujo.
Yeah, 2-0 Shoujo.
So we're doing, as mentioned earlier, we finished the set.
But we will go for the 3rd point here.
Because tiebreakers do end up mattering in long-term leagues like this. And yeah, the only reason I thought it was 3 because I'd been writing it down, but I may have. I mean, I did get tricked by that level that had the fake end before.
Yeah.
So I don't really trust myself very much. Besides, she's the runner. She would know way better than I would, so. Congratulations to Shoujo.
But I bet we're in for another doozy here. These have both been neck and neck. These, both racers here just really proven that they are valiant. Valiant? That was a weird choice. Ooh.
They are quite valiant, though.
Ooh, are we doing Jimmy's first level here?
Oh boy. Billiam has created a level. It's their first stage. You can see quite a lot. Oh, she just showed the course list at one point. Okay, that must have been it. Because, yeah, I saw it go back to course list in a situation where it didn't look like it normally would. Yeah, definitely me just misinterpreting something then. I figured it was something like that after most people seem to be pretty confident about it. And yeah, she said in chat that it was 3. So that totally makes sense. My apologies for the confusion.
Oh, look at the custom controller.
Yo, that's sick.
With the flex. And it looks like Shoujo is so mad at you counting wrong, Matt, that she just left.
I'm sorry.
She just left. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in SMM2. She said, if you can't count to 3, I'm done.
Look, I already told you, my brain is the size of an olive in Justice Smooth.
Oh!
Counting is way too hard.
Ya.
Oh, not again. This is the level clear. For a second time. I've been tricked.
All right, looks like we get Jimmy's first stage. Keep in mind that Alt Insider is taking credit for this stage, so keep that in mind while we watch them play through it.
Alt Insider, you've just signed yourself up for something. What it is, I'm not sure yet. Enjoy, Catface. All right, they've hit start.
Let's see what we're up against. Looks suspiciously like a stage that I believe we've all played. Oh, nope, never mind. And into the pit. Hammer Bros featured heavily in this playlist so far.
Oh, Hammer Bros. Everyone's favorite, right?
Thanks for the shout out, Poop V. And while we got a cape active, there is a video of Shovda just absolutely annihilating a ROM hack that is cape focused. So if you want to go check her out, definitely go watch that. Just slightly behind there, and we are tied at 1.
And Wheeler, I can confirm, Shoujo 1, I miscounted the skips when she went back to the level list at one point. I just kind of autopiloted. 100% my fault. Uh-oh. Straight into the Galumba and straight into exit course. I respect it. It's an auto-scroller on a slow-moving platform.
And remember, mark down those skips.
Yeah. I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down, coach.
Oh, and we got some crazy fire bars and a water level in 1. SpongeBob
miserable.
Right there. Looks like Shovda is going to stick with this one a little bit longer, and this is when things get interesting, is when somebody's skipped and someone's still on it. Syncs are fun in speedrunning, but this is always a little bit more interesting for me. And with the checkpoint, too, so she's getting somewhere.
Oh, the bullet hell has claimed a life.
Well, looks like she... Ooh! That was a
Thank you, Mushroom.
Base Mushroom. Oh! She just got on that seesaw there. That was
incredible.
Clutch.
I thought that was it.
And a classic long hallway.
A long hallway. Oh, come on. You're not going to put a checkpoint in the middle of an extremely long hallway with nothing else in it. What a waste of time.
Oh, right into a boss battle, but Shoujo does get another clear to open that lead up just a little bit. Yeah, Ham, Shovda is very animated on the cam, so it's like a third commentator in the booth.
Who doesn't like a hallway? Me! I don't like a hallway.
You guys have ever seen the movie Old Boy? I believe there's a bunch of people who don't like hallways in that one. Deep
Oh god, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Do yourselves a favor. If you're squeamish, do not watch that movie. Huge amounts of violence, very gory. Definitely wanted to put that warning out before anyone Googles it and sees something that makes them uncomfortable. Because that one, Old Boy goes deep. Old Boy is a...
You could say he's a hammer, bro. Uh-huh. Anybody?
Aha! Wow! You could say that.
Shoujo's still sticking with this one. I think she got a lot of information there, so she's going to stick with it. But Shoujo does open up the lead to 2 now.
And it's kind of what we were talking about earlier. Aggressive skips just seem to set players up to get a huge lead that I haven't seen anybody able to overcome in most of the pre-tournament events I saw and today. When a player skips more aggressively and builds up that lead, it just seems like they run away with the set almost every time.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a semi-small sample size, but that does seem to be true. But I can just see someone getting stuck on a level late with no skips, and that really just turns the whole tide of things. But have not seen that just yet. Definitely not today. But I believe someone in qualifiers did get kind of in a jam for using all the skips and then just getting locked into essentially just the worst trolley level you could imagine.
Oh, was it Doomsday?
Yeah, Dooms or this was Murphy. It was one of them, but it was that's the downside of that aggro skip.
It ended up at the same spot. Well, counterpoint Doomsday. I didn't see that. And so my statement, as voiced, technically correct. By the way, Shoujo just took another flag. Looking good, ahead by 1.
I think she just opened it back up to 2, as Shovda just cleared 1.
Even better. 2 is a bigger number than 1, you know. I learned that in math.
Man, you brought out fractions and 2's bigger than 1? Oof.
Crazy, right?
Genius. Race 1.
Commentators can't count. You know what? Zork is fine. Let's be real here. I'm not going to throw Zork under the bus with me. I can't count.
I just let Matt make the mistakes to make me look better, so it's working like a charm.
See, Zork just lets me make the mistakes to make himself look better. It works like a charm. Perfect.
This is a little interesting race level. It looks like you have to beat the boot? I don't know.
I've never beaten a boot even once in my life. Oh, Shovda sees the end of the screen. So close.
Oh, the laughing. She sees it. She's going to keep going.
Skip.
She's loving it.
I'm marking it down. I'm writing it down.
That's 2.
Marked it in bold. Not making that mistake again.
Oh, yeah. I'm writing this down in pen. Not to brag.
See, mine's in pencil. That's the problem. I might just accidentally erase it, get the wrong count again.
Shovda brings that lead to just 1. Oh, and there's some interesting new tech over on Shoujo's side that I remember seeing. You can actually shell jump with these boost platforms. It's kind of like the wind tech, and she knew it, and she gets the easy clear.
That's something that's pretty interesting that you don't really see a lot is knowledge checks. Because most of the players who are at the level where they'd even consider entering something like this, they know all the tech. But every so often, there's new tech that gets discovered, like, not super far before a race. And that's where these knowledge checks start to matter. Like, do both players know about this new shell jump timing, or does it take one of them a minute to figure it out?
Yeah, and tech can definitely, after a patch like we just saw with these boost platforms, we all know that this game is, barely working at times. So these interactions with some of these things are just, it totally depends on if you saw a video or played a level that had that in there already. And sometimes it's just going to be, how many hours you put into the game, or in my case, how many YouTubers you watch play it. Oh, these donut physics are brutal.
Yeah, but it looks like Shovda is doing a pretty good job navigating the vertical platforming. Get to the top of the castle. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Saved! Saved! No! 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 Oh no! I'm sorry.
Getting over it vibes there. Oh, and it looks like we got the... Oh, and Shoujo grabs another axe, opening that lead up just a little bit more.
6-3, and it's... Shoujo has skipped a lot of levels and is able to keep up the momentum, because that's the thing, if you get stuck on something, it can kill your vibe. I was trying to think of a better way to say it, but if you've got that momentum going, you're playing good, you're feeling good, and you get a level that looks like it's going to slow you down, bam, skip it, continue on.
Yeah, that yellow course clear screen can really, change an attitude, and it brings you up into better headspace sometimes in this.
And the confidence to go for faster strats and little tricks that maybe you would hesitate on can be the difference between actually hitting them or starting over 30 seconds earlier at the checkpoint.
Exactly, and like we saw last race, 30 seconds on a skip could mean everything by the end of the race. Kind of got like a maze, but more like dodge the spike balls. The level creator did let you know that you can spin jump on those, which is pretty helpful. This looks just like some good old-fashioned platforming, though.
And Shovda takes the flag, 6-2. Oh, 6-4, rather. A 2-game difference. Look, math.
You're really not helping them when they say we can't count.
I know. But they're at that Koopa jump. This is what I was interested to see. Does Shovda have these?
Oh, does Shovda know this tech? Yeah.
You got these?
Midair. I saw her mouth midair. They're back. Look at this boss fight, though. A spike in a Lakitu cloud. That is horrifying.
Oh my god.
I'm sleeping with the lights on tonight. There you go.
Okay, so Shovda has put a few attempts in. We saw Shoujo just instantly hit the shell jump, right?
She actually attempted to cheat. Oh, there you go.
Shovda takes it.
Now that might be even a little bit more impressive. Learning the tech and then executing on it within 30 seconds?
That was sick. But Shoujo gets a clear as well.
Yes,
maintaining a 2-game lead.
Corona Mountain Remaster. Whoa, almost got burnt up right off the start of the level there. Oh, killed the Yoshi.
You hate to see it.
You do. Sad day.
Looks like she chose to save the frames, am I right?
Oh, boy, this is,
GDQ was good.
Yeah. GDQ was great. That co-op race was fantastic.
It was so good. Oh,
A
into the
little
lava.
confusing on what to do here other than,
Shovda skips.
It's another skip. I think that might be her first one. 2 minutes left, so we'll see if that comes back to bite her. Seems like it might with this too. Definitely,
for what it's worth, I had that recorded as her first one, but I don't believe anything I say anymore. So that could have been her 5th skip for all I know, I guess. I definitely know what I'm doing after this set before I come back an hour from now. I'm cracking open a math textbook.
Just a counting one, really. You just need to know how to count.
Yeah, I'm just gonna set a stopwatch on my phone and just watch it tick down.
Oh, 2 comes after.
Oh, that's how numbers work. When they get smaller, you have less of them.
Jot that down.
So, meanwhile, Shoujo is on a vertical level. Spin her way up to the top, hits the P-switch. It's the bows. Oh, this is cool. Do you have to wait for the Crusher or Bowser to get all the way to the bottom? That's sick.
Interesting boss setup here.
2 plus 2 equals 4? Don't you lie to me, Doomsday.
Okay, now you're throwing out a lot of numbers, Doomsday. But it does look like Shovda did get... Oh, she did get past that tricky bit that held up Shoujo for a while, but then got the spike right to the face. But she did get that checkpoint.
Oh my god! Did you see him slide? What a maneuver! Bowser! The god, give this Bowser a raise.
Shovda taking an unlucky death right there. It's one of those levels where you know exactly what you need to do, but boy, can it be tricky, especially when you're not super in tune with how those spike balls kind of land and roll. Just damage boosting. She's over it.
Oh, no.
Almost got there with the iframes. I thought she had it.
That might seal the deal.
I think that might be it there.
Yeah, even if she gets this flag, there's not going to be enough time to get another, and with the 2-game lead, Shoujo is sitting pretty.
Yeah, dominating performance by Shoujo. Looking good, but both these runners really showing what they got. Looks like Shovda will get the flag here. But 15 seconds ain't gonna cut it. Good game, everybody.
Fantastic race. Yeah, Shoujo's not getting another flag with EternalBowserFight.com, my favorite AOL homepage. Yeah, there we go. The timer is done. Shoujo wins the last set 7-6 with an overall win of 3-0.
Great set, good game to everybody, and luckily we got some more races for you too, coming up after this.